Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Super 12 final between Peterhouse Boys and Christian Brothers College. Pre-match formalities are underway, and very soon we will have play underway. CBC have defied the odds. No one would have backed them to make it to the final. Peterhouse obviously were one of the favorites. But either way, we are going to have a new Super 12 winner. Falcon's name is engraved on the shield 8 times. St. John's name is engraved on the shield twice. So for 2022, will it be CBC being engraved on the trophy, or will it be Peterhouse Boys being engraved on the trophy? Both these sides, it will be their first time winning Super 12. Is the trophy going back to Matabeleland because the defending champions are Falcon? They're out, but their fellow brothers from Matabeleland are in the final. Or will the trophy be going to Marondera to stay at Peterhouse for the coming year? All this and more coming up soon as possible. The players are exchanging their good lucks. The umpires, Forbes Tindwa and Munashe Mashoko, they'll be handling this game. They also exchange handshakes. Good luck, buddy, they say. Let's do this. Let's have a good one. Big matches like these need big umpires. Munashe Mashoko, an FIH umpire. Forbes Tindwa, a national hockey player in Zimbabwe and an upcoming umpire. And they're checking the nets now, but the players are ready. Peterhouse are playing from right to left. CBC are playing from left to right. CBC are in the white and green. Peterhouse are in their traditional white and blue. George Ntelezi coaching CBC, and the very experienced Mr. Edson Banda, who so happened to coach me in school as well. He is the one coaching Peterhouse, so he is a very experienced coach. I know that from experience, and also his track record speaks for itself. So the center pass will be done by CBC, and we'll be underway. Mr. Munashe Mashoko blows his whistle, and we're underway. Super 12 final 2022. CBC have the first foul of the game. They'll be playing still in their own half. Early exchanges, obviously important in such a high pressure and a high profile game. CBC doing what they've done so well throughout the tournament is spread the ball. But well read there. Well read by Cole Eckstein. And Peterhouse do get the ball back. Peterhouse with an early foul of their own inside the CBC half, and they too can spread the ball across the park, linking up quite nicely. Good hockey so far. Not letting CBC settle here. And they've still got it now, sending it into the circle. Oh, Peterhouse have a golden opportunity. The keeper saves, but umpire Munashe Mashoko blows his whistle. And immediately Mohammed Minas throws that one. But Peterhouse have it back. And here come Peterhouse. Kian Arnold, they need to really look after this guy, make sure he doesn't have much space, and he's shut down immediately. Great play by CBC. They've got brothers in their team. The Petican brothers, Dylan and Saxon. Strong players for CBC. And that was a very good tackle there by one of the Petican brothers. Oh, well trapped. That'll be a long corner. Someone was looming behind there. So early on, it's fairly 50-50 even. Both sides have had the ball. Both sides have used it well. But at the moment, it is Peterhouse with the long corner. Did that travel 5 meters? Interesting call. Just outside is the call. Peterhouse, the call for patience coming from their coach. Let's be patient in attack. It is going to be a lot of patience, accuracy, but also precision in front of goal. And CBC now searching forward. It is the first quarter. If you're just joining us, CBC playing against Peterhouse in the Super 12 final. Coming to you live from the St. John's College Educational Trust AstroTurf. CBC pressing forward now. Can he hurl it in? No, running a bit too fast for him. Kian Arnold, danger man for Peterhouse here. Oh, sends it in. Sends it in, but hit the foot of the player of Daniil Govan. So that'll be a 16-yard hit out. But a good ball through by Peterhouse, Kian Arnold. Some players to look out for on these two teams. Definitely Kian Arnold, one to look out for. Ryan Winterball, also one to look out for. They've been instrumental. Cole Eckstein is one to look out for on the Peterhouse side. And Ray Royce Sibanda, he is a drag flicker of note. He put a drag flick away yesterday that left me absolutely speechless. The CBC number 9, he has got that aspect of his game, and if I were Peterhouse, I'd be very, very careful not to concede penalty corners in our own circle. So here he is on the ball now, Ray Royce Sibanda. Well trapped. Ray Royce Sibanda follows it up, and he plays it a bit too hurriedly, but it's trapped by Peterhouse, and Peterhouse can now search forward. And Kian Arnold has it now. Kian's got that passing game as well as that skill, and he sends it into the circle. But it's a bit too far for Govan to get to. But early signs here from Peterhouse that they're here to play. And CBC, they settle. They take a little bit longer to settle into a game. I've seen this throughout the weekend, but when they settle, they go and they go hard. So Peterhouse need to make sure they score early and not allow CBC to settle in this game. But here go Peterhouse. Down the left side now with Tawonga Muriro. But it is cleared by CBC. Not much to do so far for the umpires. Fairly simple. The odd foot, the odd hack, the odd dangerous play. But so far so good for the umpires. These can get really, really interesting games like these. They can go down to the wire, and CBC have it. Cleared their lines well, obstruction there, so that'll be a CBC ball. Just a quick update on the Zimbabwe cricket match. Zimbabwe are chasing 290 runs, and 3 wickets have gone down. Zimbabwe are 30 for 3 after 9.5, but Zimbabwe's magician is at the crease now. Sikandar Raza is batting. He's just come on, and Tadiwa Nashemarumani going steadily there. 18 off 30. He's opened the batting. So we'll continue to give you updates on the Zimbabwe cricket match. They win this match, they win the series, and what a good follow-up that will be from the T20 series. But back to the action here at the St. John's College Educational Trust, AstroTurf. Peterhouse with a good overhead there, finding a player in free space, and the pressure's on. They've entered the 23-meter area, and CBC need to make sure they mark up well here. Pressure game, Super 12 Championship here. These are the finals. This is what they've been playing for, to make the final, and they've done that, CBC and Peterhouse, but it will be a 16-yard hit out. CBC. Mohammed Minas will definitely throw this one, and he does so. Gets a nice overhead. Good ball there. Unfortunately, he can't control that one as well as he would have wanted, but CBC are still going. It's play on from the umpire, Forbes Tindwa. Sends it to Ryan Winterball down on the right side. Winterball with a bit of skill. He beats one. Oh, but he's got the attention of 2 people there, so gets the foul, but Peterhouse standing strong in defense. Patience is the call from Coach Edson Banda. And it's an overhead as well from Peterhouse. Ray Royce Sibanda traps it. Some good skill there, but he loses it. They didn't retreat the 5, so that'll be CBC ball. Ray Royce Sibanda sends it in, looking for his counterpart there. And oh, how good is that from Dylan Pettikin to keep that in play. Another outlet here for Peterhouse. Another overhead. That'll be a CBC ball. Inside the Peterhouse half now, inside Peterhouse territory. They decide to spread the ball to the right side. Still going. Good touch that, but not good enough as it rolls into the sideline. Still the first quarter here of the final between CBC and Peterhouse. 0-0 on the scoreline. And it is a backstick call, so Peterhouse will get that one. Nice crowd in to watch this final. Lots of Peterhouse and CBC supporters in there. Probably also some neutral supporters, but you'll never really be neutral. You will be weighing onto one side here. So which side are people weighing on? Matland, Mash East. Interesting. Fairly quiet at the moment, but it is bound to pick up. As soon as there's a goal, it always opens up the game. And a long searching ball goes for a 16-yard hit out. So neither side able to create many chances as yet. Peterhouse getting the closest, a couple of circle entries. And CBC still settling into this game. Mohamed Minas finds a player who tries to hit it out and then regroups and sends it into center field. And CBC now searching forward, but a foul committed there.
Quickly, boys, quickly, use that, quickly.
Justin Stein. We've been pronouncing Justin Stein's name wrong all weekend. It was a typing error on our team sheets here. We were saying Seitan, but his name is actually Justin Stein. So apologies to Justin Stein and his family. He's had a good tournament, and now Peterhouse with a good tackle there. And Rela Bilwe Basutu showing some nice energy for CBC. And Ray Royce Sibanda gets it, and he goes quickly. Oh, but he's tackled very, very well by Akudzwa. And Akudzwa sends it forward. Akudzwa Munyonga has also been a very, very handy player for the Peterhouse outfit this tournament. They've relied on him in defense. Very, very strong. Sent out by Shan Naik. Mohamed Midas sends it out to the left. An aspect that they've done well. The back three now into center field. The Pettikin brothers. All it takes is a goal to open this wide open. The moment Ray Royce Sibanda in an attempt to tap that one. It's well played by Peterhouse. Here they come, back pass, looking to go forward now. Peterhouse boys, an attempt to send it into the circle. It's trapped by CBC, and here they go on the attack now. But it's well played. It's absolutely well played, and he sends it forward for a 16-yard hit out. But that was some impressive play there from Peterhouse boys. This is the season finale for schoolboy hockey. It will be the last time some of these boys are playing together as a team. It's been a fantastic season, and they will certainly cherish this for many, many a year to come. The upper sixes in both sides. This will be their last hockey match, unless obviously they're going on a tour or something. But in terms of local hockey, this is it for the upper sixes, and what a special way to end the season than a Super 12 final. So credit must be given to CBC and to Peterhouse for making it this far in the tournament. But both sides obviously want the W. Umpire Forbes Tindwa not happy with the proceedings there, so he blows a free hit for Peterhouse boys. First quarter coming to an end now, and 0-0 on the scoreboard. Both sides settling nicely into the game. Possession also pretty even. They've both shown they can play, and on that occasion, playing the stick. So I think that's a green card awarded to CBC there. So they're down one man. Apologies, they don't have a green card, so they're still 10 aside. This time though, they may be guilty of something. It's Peterhouse instead who do get the green card. And correct, CBC do have a green card. So, green card for Peterhouse. That's Sean Bennett. He's also got a green card. Not too sure who's got the green card on CBC side, but and for CBC, it is a green card to Ryan Winterbourne. So he's having to sit out for a bit and attempt to send it into the circle. Peterhouse trapped that well and turned defense into attack straight away. Daniil Govan was ready to go there. He had to be stopped there with 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Score is still 0-0. Strapped well, sent up to the baseline, but that'll be a 16-yard. Unfortunately for Peterhouse, it doesn't quite work out according to plan. So CBC with another 16-yard. Seconds away from the break, end of the first quarter. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Fairly even start there. 0-0 in terms of the scoreline. CBC have created a few chances, so have Peterhouse, but not many circle entries and not many attempts at target. But do join us shortly for the second quarter coming up.
This thing, what sound is it getting? Inapiga. Ah, inapiga. Other expensive? So far, that first track was very bad. But, Daro, we're not tired. Because what I get like a long burger to open them to your part of hang. Not like a patient do them. Because some would have do them. I would I would put on the
Welcome back to the second quarter. It's the Super 12 hockey final. CBC and Peterhouse battling it out. Peterhouse is still playing under a green card here. CBC are back. Ryan Winterbourne is back on the park, and we're underway. Still 0-0 in terms of the scoreline. And CBC will be looking to get the early circle entry in this second quarter. Linking up quite nicely, looking for options, but good pressure there being applied by Abongwe. Now Ryan Reyes-Royce has the ball. Sibanda, here he goes. Plays it back. There are not much options forward. So Peterhouse marking very, very well at the moment. CBC maybe need to do a lot more running off the ball. You can see the marking coming through there again, and They're forced to play it back to Sean Naik. Sean Naik also plays it back even further to Ryan Sibanda. But keeping the ball is the most important thing they can do now. They don't want to lose it. Patience in attack needs to be shown. And they do have it, but the whistle blows. So it was a foot there. So Peterhouse soaking the pressure quite nicely at the start of the second quarter. And an overhead. Well trapped there. Well brought down by Peterhouse. And here they go on the attack, looking for Kian Arnold, who was almost pass went through the gap there. But one of the Petikin brothers up to the task. And now CBC have an attack of their own, beginning to open up quite nicely this game. And a good tackle there. So CBC have an opportunity. Ball headed to Sean Naik. Sean Naik sends it up forward even more. Ryan Winterball on his knees, but he manages to do extremely well to keep that ball. And CBC have made a circle entry, but the whistle had blown. So, but great stuff there from Ryan Winterball to quickly get back up on his feet and win the ball for his team. Unfortunately, just getting a boot to that one. So Peterhouse can now play the ball. Nicely worked round the back. First time pass attempted. And Ray Royce Sibanda appealing to the umpire. Not sure many umpires enjoy that. Not only hockey, but any sport. When you want a call to go and an opportunity, but no one's home for Peterhouse. No one's home. Almost. Kian Arnold was lurking, but that was a bit too far away from him. Mohammed Minas sends that over the top. Ryan Winterball, there he goes again. He's had a good tournament. And he's won his team a free hit. So Ray Royce Sibanda plays it across goal. Good pass to find his counterpart. Still going. Circle entry. What a little infringement spotted there by umpire Forbes Tindwa, to the amazement of Gerald Ntelezi, but the call will stand. It's been a wonderful weekend of schoolboy hockey. Started on Friday early morning. Games all day on Friday. Games all day Saturday. And the playoffs started this morning, 11th and 12th, all the way up, and it's all ending with this final between Peterhouse and CBC. Peterhouse defending reasonably well. CBC have really dominated this second quarter, but here comes Kian Arnold, skillful player. They don't want to give him that space. He lays it off for... Was that touched in the circle? No, it was not. So umpire Manashe Mashoko spotting there that Mufaro Wachkoka did not getting anything onto that ball. And that'll be a CBC ball. Luis Gomez plays it across to Ray Royce Sibanda. Ray Royce Sibanda dribbling. Look at those dribbling skills from Ray Royce. He's still going. Eventually he stopped, but he's also got that. Kian Arnold and Ray Royce Sibanda. I think they hold the key for both these sides. Obviously, the rest of the players do too. But no hiding that Kian Arnold and Ray Royce Sibanda have been absolutely outstanding for both these sides. And Peterhouse looking for a long ball. Sends it to the right. Gets the return pass. Abongwe, Makudzweshe Munyonga now. Well trapped. Some good skill down the right side. Into the circle now, but a foul, so Manashe Mashoko. Stop that Peterhouse attack, and now CBC. CBC with his 16-yard. Here comes CBC. Is this going to be the first goal? Sends it in. Ryan Winterpool a little too far away from that one. Little too far away, but that's it from CBC. More of that persistence in attack. A little bit more accuracy, and I think they could be in the money here. Peterhouse as well. Very, very even game. This hard to tell who's going to come out on top, both sides. Playing decent hockey. So Peterhouse playing it back. Yep. So CBC get the ball. Parents calling to play it quickly. Nike with the ball now. Shan. He sends it back to the center. Roy Sibanda. Out to the right it goes. Through ball. No one home. So another attack that could have come to something, but unfortunately for CBC, it's gone over the baseline, and Peterhouse play it left. Peterhouse, here they go. Layoff there for Derek Jamari. Derek Jamari can't keep it in, so very promising attack there from Peterhouse. Doesn't lead to anything. Still in the second quarter. CBC played quickly, very, very close. But a great defensive effort there from Peterhouse. So the score remains 0-0. And here come Peterhouse. Great trap there. Oh, great skill. Searching ball into the center there. Oh, great skill, great turn. Umpire calling a player here, maybe just having a chatting to. And that's another card for CBC. Unfortunately, they go down another man. A lot happening off the field here as well. It's always fascinating listening to the comments of the coaches when a decision doesn't go their way. But Sean Bennett plays it. And it's nicely worked around to the right side now. Oh, great positional play from Peterhouse. CBC played quickly. Coming to the end of the second quarter here. Circle entry, attempted shot. That's the first penalty corner. Peterhouse earned themselves a penalty corner. So this is an opportunity now. If they can be accurate enough to go one goal up. And what an important goal this could prove to be if they can get it. No doubt they'll have a couple of options at top D. They do. They've got Kian Arnold ready there. Got a couple of options. Which one are they going to take? Penalty corner. Peterhouse boys. This to go 1-0 up. It's fed well. Attempted drag, but what a charge down there. He's got the second attempted shot, but it's dangerous play, says umpire Munashe Mashoko. So Peterhouse don't use their penalty corner. It was the first one of the game. That's how tight the game's been. What a chase by CBC, but he opened it up for the second attempt at the shot, and unfortunately from them, it's a 16. Oh, Kian Arnold gets it on a silver platter there, but doesn't manage to pounce. So Peterhouse continue. Nice layoff there. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. So CBC play it from deep in their own half now. Peterhouse going again. Is that into a foot? Yes, it is into a foot. The call is get it in early. Send it in. Peterhouse, an opportunity here. Well saved by the goalkeeper. Bobbles up a bit too high, so CBC breathe. CBC continue to fight here. And here comes CBC now with a chance of their own inside the Peterhouse 23-yard area. Some good defense there. Looks like we've got another card yet. No, we don't. Moving it around, Peterhouse. CBC get the benefit of the doubt there. Oh, good interception by Peterhouse. Looking for some options up front. That'll be a 16-yard. Minas to play this one. Peterhouse dual again to disrupt. Oh no, you can't pass through, but they get it. Kian Arnold gets the foul just outside. Needs to be moved back. An attempt to play it early there, but that wasn't the correct mark. Now they can't play it early, but surely that will go into the circle. Yes, it does, but lifted ball, so CBC continue to survive here. It is the final of the Super 12 Trophy 2022. Coming to you live here from St. John's College Educational Trust AstroTurf. Two sides that have deserved their spots in the final. Two sides that are fighting hard for each other, fighting hard for their schools. And CBC at the moment trying to camp in that Peterhouse 23 because Peterhouse have been putting some pressure on them. That's sent out wide by Rerabilwe Basutu. And now played back. Ray Royce Sibanda messes up the pass there. But Kian Arnold finds his counterpart. And a lovely pass out to the right there. Great little piece of skill there to beat one defender. Kian Arnold lets that run into his foot, but quite unlucky. Kian Arnold, CBC, will they have the last say in this first half? Still going, still going. CBC, oh, just that final pass. Brings us to the end of the second quarter. Halftime, the scores are still level at 0-0. Peterhouse, though, asked a few questions in that second quarter. Didn't manage to get the goals, but do join us for the third quarter. What should be two fascinating quarters to come between Peterhouse and CBC. Welcome back to the second half. It is the Super 12 hockey final. Peterhouse boys playing against CBC. And it is still 0-0. But the team talks are done. The halftime tactics, are they changing? What's going to be happening? We'll soon find out. Lovely crowd in to support here, to support the future stars of the game. And Peterhouse now attacking from left to right. We saw no goals in the first half, both in the first and second quarter, so it's now time to get a move on, I think. A little bit of a foul there. CBC clear their lines. So that'll be a sideline ball, a Peterhouse ball. Peterhouse working their way forward. Lovely interplay there, but good marking from CBC. Oh, Daniil Govan, lovely piece of skill there. Penalty corner, what a piece of play there from Daniil Govan. The second penalty corner of the game. Akudzwaishe Munyonga to feed. He feeds well. Flick attempt, and there you have it. The first goal of the Super 12 final 2022 goes to Peterhouse boys. What a goal. What a goal. So a fantastic goal there by Cole Eckstein. He buried that drag flick, and what a piece of play that was. To send Peterhouse 1-0 up in the third quarter, that is a crucial goal. And now, under pressure, doesn't find his man there. But what a goal that short corner was. And CBC need to respond. They need to respond. Great play there from CBC, circle entry. But that's gone against CBC. So a good effort. Peterhouse playing with some confidence now. Apart from kicking the ball, they were playing with a lot of confidence. CBC are trailing 1-0. Good touch there by Sibanda. Sibanda asking for the ball back. Obstruction called. So Peterhouse, here they go again. CBC deep in their own half. There's still time to go in this game. They can't get a goal back. They mustn't be too disheartened, CBC. They just need to make sure, of course, they've got the pressure of going a goal behind, but it'll be interesting to see how they respond here. That first goal is just so important in matches like these. That's CBC ball. That can go straight into the circle. And it does. Does anyone get a touch on that? Oh, Ryan Winterball, so close. All it needed was a touch, but it was not touched, and that's a 16-yard. It needed a feather, just the slightest touch on the stick, but nothing on it. So Peterhouse need to outlet now. Ball played by Peterhouse. Exchanging some passes. Great turn there. Frees him up for going forward. And this is brilliant from Peterhouse. All happening in there. All happening in the circle there. They're searching for a second goal, Peterhouse. Nice looking ball to the right, but doesn't find anyone. So that's a sideline ball for CBC. Oh, lovely touch, and another lovely touch. That second one, though, going a bit too far. But nice looking touch by Tanato Chabarika. There was a foot there, probably playing advantage. So Akutsoeshe Munyonga sends it forward. Nicholas Anderson with it now. He sends it to Daniel Govan. Daniel Govan can't keep it in. It's the third quarter, the Super 12 final. Peterhouse leading 1-0. Spade across by Justin Stein. Oh, stolen there by Peterhouse. Still putting pressure. Penalty corner. So the umpires are going to have a chat. Not too sure what was awarded. So umpires having a chat. So the decision has changed. So does that mean the yellow card is revoked or not? Don't know about overturning it, maybe changing it to a free hit from outside. Not sure, but the decision has been made. So the yellow card stands because there was a bit of chirping there towards the umpires. That's not acceptable. So CBC will have a yellow card. They won't have the decision though. Peterhouse, they thought they were in there. Here come Peterhouse searching forward. That's gone into touch. CBC are in the circle here. Ryan Winterball does get a shot away, but very tame shot in the end. Doesn't trouble the goalkeeper at all. So Peterhouse can play from deep. That will be another Peterhouse free hit. It's the third quarter. CBC still have a yellow card. Oh, great piece of skill again. Peterhouse still going forward. Obviously searching for a second. Sent it into the circle, but Kian Arnold couldn't trap that. Went into his feet instead. So calls being asked there. Wasn't he 5? Wasn't he 5? But it does go in favor of Peterhouse in the end. And another overhead. Goes down. It'll be a Peterhouse ball. It's the third quarter. CBC played all the way back, putting themselves under pressure. Kian Arnold. Peterhouse on the attack. Here they go. They're desperately searching for a second goal here. Great play by Kudzwe Shemunyonga there. He's really a hard worker. Peterhouse got it, well trapped, sending it down to the right. People wanting inside. Goes to the baseline. Daniel Govan. Calls for a penalty corner there, but nothing coming for Peterhouse boys. They're not the side under pressure here, Peterhouse. CBC are a goal down, so they're going to need to score to keep their hopes alive. Sibanda sends it upfield for a 16-yard hit out. They've done more defending than attacking CBC, and that's never a good thing for a team. When you do a lot more defending, it means you don't have many opportunities to go forward, but nonetheless, Peterhouse have done well. Here goes Sibanda. Sibanda is tackled superbly well by Harry Orphanides. And now Harry Orphanides lays it off and in search of Kian Arnold. But it's promising play from Peterhouse. They do look more likely to score the next goal in this match. But that does not say CBC will not be able to score. They need to do it. And for their sake, they need to do it in this quarter. Play on from the umpires. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. So with 1 quarter to come, Peterhouse lead 1-0, 12 minutes away from being crowned champions of the Super 12 2022. Do join us for the fourth quarter in not so long. Welcome back to the fourth quarter. It is 1-0 in favor of Peterhouse, and the umpires have called both captains, Kian Arnold and Ray Royce Sibanda, just for chatting. Maybe it's getting a little heated, but they're just telling the boys we need to play within the spirit of the game. Still 12 minutes of hockey to play. The chat is done, so we'll be underway with the fourth quarter shortly. And we're underway. The fourth and final quarter. Peterhouse do have the advantage. They scored a goal, but that is not how they wanted to start the fourth quarter, by an unnecessary foul. As he was charging up, unmarked, ball went into his feet, but now they have another opportunity. Here go Peterhouse. Kian Arnold can't trap it in field. But it's the last quarter, ladies and gentlemen, of the Super 12 hockey final. It's been an absolute treat of a festival, of a tournament, well hosted by St. John's College, and what a facility to play it at. And it's down to 12 minutes of hockey. CBC desperate for a goal. Peterhouse desperate for a second to just take it further out of reach, and they're on their way to do so. He didn't have to do that, Orphanides, but he's conceded a foul, and that only means CBC can decide to play. Here's the captain, but he's dispossessed. Akudzwa Munyonga. He's been very, very, very good for Peterhouse boys. Captain Sibanda. Here he goes. Lays it off. Looking for the return pass. Sibanda. He gets fouled. CBC going forward here. Sibanda has the ball. And Sibanda, it's not good enough. And he's not happy with the decision, but no matter how unhappy or happy he is, the umpire's decision is final. And Peterhouse do get the ball. Great work from Mufaro Wachkoka out on the left side there. And overhead. CBC a little bit of a panic now in defense. Peterhouse need to capitalize on this. Sean Bennett going back to get the ball. Cole Eckstein now has it. He's the goal scorer. Scored a great goal. An opportunity, flick, goal bound, but the keeper's up to the task. Peterhouse getting also close to scoring the second goal of this encounter. Oh, great skill there. Sent into the circle. But that'll be a 16-yard backstick there. Spotted by Forbes Tindwa. CBC counter-attack opportunity. It's still their ball. Oh, there's an urgency here from CBC. There's an urgency. You can see it in the way they're playing. And it's played out by Peterhouse, but only as far as the sideline. Outside, about 20 yards outside the 23-meter area. So Steyn will come up to take that one for CBC. He plays it to the center. They're working their way around. Oh, almost a great tackle there by Peterhouse, but he's penalized for backstick. CBC in the circle, good defense. Penalty corner. Penalty corner. He did not go back 5. Says the umpire. How telling is this going to turn out to be? I did mention as the game started that CBC do have Ray Royce Sibanda who can drag flick. We saw the goal Peterhouse scored. Cole Eckstein. Clinical, clinical, clinical. Put it away. So that decision has been overturned. That won't be a penalty corner. It's going to be a sideline ball. So he's played it quickly again, Ray Royce. And now they do get a penalty corner. Now they do get the penalty corner. Not happy with the outcome, but this one, it will stick. Can a CBC here it goes. Ray Royce Sibanda. He shoots. And it's a 16. It's all happening out here, ladies and gentlemen. It is the final. Still lots of time to play. Over 9 minutes for CBC to get a goal. The question is, will they? They're asking questions now. It's getting heated out there. Certainly is getting heated. Playing it all the way back. And it's a turnover, so Peterhouse. Peterhouse keep going. Oh, Kian Arnold, it blows against him, but he was almost through there. Close, 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 and CBC. 8 minutes 20 remaining, so lots of time. Lots of time here. CBC under pressure here. Time is not a problem as yet. Steyn now with the ball at the back. Lays it off on a silver platter there for him to take. It's a CBC ball. It's inside, so it has to travel the 5. Tanatso Chabarika has the ball. He's taking it 5. In the end, trying to get into the circle. Kian Arnold sends it only as far as Justin Steyn. Justin Steyn clatters it into Ofanides' foot. So Ofanides, it's sent into the circle. Penalty corner. Penalty corner, CBC. Another golden opportunity here for CBC to get the goal that will keep them in this contest. Crucial here for Peterhouse to defend this one. Very crucial. So, penalty corner. CBC. Ray Royce Sabanda looks very ready to take this one. Six minutes, 20 seconds to go. CBC with the penalty corner. Whistle's blown. The feed is good. He tries too much, does Ray Royce Sabanda. And Peterhouse clear their lines. Needed to get that out straight away. This is by no means a done deal. There is still lots to play for here. And there he goes again, Ray Royce Sabanda. And it's play on. Kian Arnold. Still have it though, Peterhouse. They still have it, Peterhouse. Still have it, Peterhouse. They take it 5-16 now, sends it to the left. Sent in! Touch on Kian Arnold's stick. Hit by Ofanidis. A touch on Arnold's stick. And it's a goal! It is a goal! Lucky though. Very lucky. But it's a goal. It will stand. Came off Arnold's stick. Where he meant to send the ball, it went in the opposite direction. But the opposite direction was still in the goal. So 2-0. Hang on here. Hang on. Hang on. The umpires are going to have a chat. Hang on. This might not stand. It might not stand. No, it is going to stand. So that will stand. Have a look at this. It was just fortuitous. It was fortuitous. It worked out well for them. They get the goal. Surely, Peterhouse are the champions of the Super 12 2022. Or have I spoken too early? Peterhouse still going forward. Arnold's got it now. This to bury it. Arnold sends it into the circle. CBC defend well. Should be a card here for Peterhouse. Yes, it is a card. 4 minutes to go on the clock. The anticipation on the Peterhouse bench right now. They anticipate they've won this. But there's still 4 minutes to go. Oh, what a turn of events we have had here. All weekend, we've been treated to some absolute fantastic hockey. The boys from Marondera are buzzing. They sense something here. You can see by the way they're playing. What a weekend it's been. What a weekend. And here go Peterhouse. Couldn't send it in accurately enough. But they are continuing to apply pressure on the Peterhouse Kings. Not long to go now. Surely not long to go. 2 minutes 45. It's sent into the circle, but nobody's at the end of that to receive it. CBC, they can be absolutely proud of themselves. One of those, yes, you don't get to win the trophy, but this is the first game you've lost in the tournament and you lost it in the final. You can be absolutely proud of your efforts. I salute Gerald Ntelezi and his staff and these CBC boys. They have been phenomenal. Oh, but great piece of nifty skill there from Peterhouse. And he gets the return pass. X-Teen to send it into the circle now. Getting beef corner. They do get a penalty corner. Nice piece of play. Nice, lovely piece of play there. But CBC, I will continue to say, they have been superb this weekend. Yes, the score is not favoring them now. It's the fourth quarter. And 1 minute 40 seconds to go. The victory is probably out of the equation for CBC. Peterhouse will be celebrating in less than 1 minute 30 to go. Deservedly, they've also been unbeaten. And fantastic to see. CBC brought their A game to them. It was goalless at halftime. But after the halftime break, the game opened up quite nicely. Peterhouse scored one. Then they went on to score a second. And they have a penalty corner now. Arnold flicks. And flicks into the body. So that will be a 16. Just so you know the positioning of today. In 11th place, in 12th place, sorry, Gateway. In 11th place, Petra. Falcon finishing in 10th place. Mufakose finishing in 9th. Eaglesville finished in 8th place. Hellenic Academy finished in 7th. Loma Gandhi finished in 6th. Hillcrest finished in 5th. St. George's College finished in 4th. St. John's, the host team, finished in 3rd place. And CBC, they're going to be the runners-up this year with less than 30 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go now. Peterhouse will be crowned the champions of the Super 12 2022. The countdown is on now. The buzzer has gone. Peterhouse boys have won the Super 12 tournament 2022. What a weekend it's been. What an absolute treat we've had this weekend from these schoolboys. It's been a pleasure. I salute all 12 schools. I say congratulations, and I say especially a huge congratulations to Peterhouse for the victory. They have lifted the Super 12 trophy for the very first time. But from us to you, it's thank you for joining us, and it's see you next time. Thank you very much. Ciao.